Good evening. The San Dimas City Council meeting for Tuesday, July 9th will come to order. Please rise and repeat after me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Mr. McKinney will be acting as the city clerk today. Brad, could you please read the roll?
Yes, Mayor. Councilmember Bartakos?
Here.
Councilmember Nakano? Here. Councilmember Weber?
Here.
Mayor Bader?
Here.
Let the record show that Mayor Pro Tem Vienna is absent.
We'll have oral communications. Members of the audience are invited to address the City Council on any item on this agenda or not on this agenda. Please comment. Public comment will not be taken during each individual item except for public hearing items. Comments on public hearing items will be heard when that item is scheduled for discussion. Under the provisions of the Brown Act, the legislative body is prohibited from engaging in discussion on any item not appearing on the posted agenda. However, your concerns may be referred to staff and set for discussion at a later date. Each speaker will be limited to speaking once for up to 3 minutes.
Mayor, we have one speaker card, Margie Green.
Good evening and happy summer. It finally got here with a vengeance. I'd like to say welcome to the Walker House this weekend. We're going to have the second Saturday of the month. We usually do a walking tour of the downtown historical district from the Historical Society. But because the weather's so hot in July and in August, we're going to do a home tour. We're going to tell you about the house, about the Walker House, give you history on that, history on everything we can. We've got a gift shop. We've got a museum. We'll come and we'll entertain you. We'll be open from 10 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon, so please come on by, take advantage of it. It's in the Walker House on the second floor. That's 121 North San Dimas Avenue, and we would love to see you Saturday. If you would like to come for a tour, we start right at 10 o'clock, and if you could, give us a call, leave us a message on the phone at the Historical Society. I'm sure you can find that phone number somewhere. So thank you very much. I hope to see you on Saturday. We also are open on Tuesdays and Thursdays from noon until 3 o'clock to give answers to questions and help out any way we can. And also on Friday and Saturday night, we're there from 6 in the evening till 9 at night. And that's to show the Historical Society Museum, gift shop, and answer any questions we can. So come on by this Saturday. It'll be a little bit special with a tour of the home. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Anyone else wishing to speak to the council at this time? Hearing none. Brad, is Chris on board?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Mayor and City Council. City Manager Chris Constantine is joining us on Zoom. Chris, can you hear us?
Thank you, Chris, for
I can. Can you hear me?
Joining in on it from Greece. I don't know if you're on the beach in Greece because I'm not sure what time it's there, but thank you for joining us. Okay. All right, we'll move on to no one else wishing to speak. We'll move on to the consent calendar. All items on the consent calendar are considered to be routine and will be enacted by one motion unless a member of the City Council requests separate discussion.
Mr. Mayor, I request item number 5 to be pulled for further discussion and questions.
Hearing no objection, I'll ask for a motion on the balance of this consent calendar.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 4-0. As we all know, Councilman Vienna is away on a job assignment. Right? Okay, can we want to go to item number 5?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I had a few questions, if I may. Do you take them there, or do you take them there, either way? I can keep it there. My first question is, I wondered if you could tell me about the lifespan of the new lights. How long do the old ones last, and do we expect these to have an equal lifespan or longer?
So the old ones lasted at least 50 years.
Years?
50 years. Yes, and we anticipate that these will at least match that or exceed it.
And of the lights that are being replaced, is it an equal number, greater, lesser? It wasn't really clear from the memo, so I thought I would check.
So there will be a greater number of lights that will be installed than are existing.
What is do you happen to know the number of, that's being replaced with the number of new ones?
Offhand, I don't. What we did is we took a photometric study of the lighting with the new lights, and these were the number of lights that were needed to meet the minimum levels of lighting.
Got it, okay.
So, and the red lights they're much higher, so they have a wider spread. So we're replacing them with our standard Copenhagen, and it's about 16 feet tall as opposed to 26 foot tall. So.
Got it. I understand that in the course of the original planning of this, there were additional failures adjacent. Can you explain why we didn't anticipate those failures, and do we expect any additional failures of systems nearby or in other parts of the city?
So there are two systems here that are being replaced. One is the wooden streetlights that are around Civic Center Park and were installed as part of when Civic Center was built, City Hall was built back in the, believe 70s, early 70s. The other system is a red steel pole streetlight that was in place well before that. So those are very old systems. We had slotted the wooden streetlights for replacement because wood is not typically a material that we expect long-term lifespans. So the original intent was to replace the poles, just the poles, and leave the existing system in place. When we went to pull conductors for the new system, for the new poles, we found that the conduit was compromised. Also, so that necessitated redesigning the whole wooden pole system, including the poles and the conduit and conductors. The red streetlights were a much older system. They're also high voltage, 6.6 kV. So we knew that they were nearing the end of their lifespan, and the plan was to replace them within the next few years. However, the system that failed, their conduit also failed. So,
Are there any other systems that are around the approximate same age that we might expect could also fail throughout the city?
we have several systems that we're looking at right now for replacement. One is at Wood Glen in that area. We're looking at replacing those as well. So those are mushroom lights that are on our radar to replace as well.
So it's possible we could see quite a bit more cost coming up then for replacement of lights that are unexpected.
We've already allocated funding for the Wood Glen, so we will see more costs likely for there's a couple other complexes that have similar lights, but I don't believe near $1 million like this one.
And then I wondered, my last question is, could you talk a little bit about which lights are replacing what? I understand that there were some changes in terms of styles that were being replaced to improve the aesthetic. What if you could expand upon
So the city has a long-term project of replacing the streetlights in the downtown area with the Nostalgia Series streetlights. So those are for the residential area, the Nostalgia lights. That's what's the poles that are being ordered tonight, or request for your consideration for ordering tonight. back when we originally looked at the wooden pole replacements, one of the items that was brought forward was that council wanted to keep the Nostalgia Series lights in the residential areas. So anything that bordered a residential area, they wanted to have the Nostalgia Series light. So that's how so actually I can show you where that. Can you go to the? So the exhibit in the staff report, attachment 1, should be coming up on screen in just a minute. So when the original project came forward to replace the wooden streetlights, council actually walked the replacement with staff and directed to have the Nostalgia Series in this area here, north of Dakota, because that was considered a residential area. Also, there's Nostalgia Series lights along the outside of the park, or the outside edge of the park, okay? The other, Iglesias Street is a residential street as well, so we've kept that as Nostalgia Series. And then for the Nostalgia Series on San Dimas Avenue, it matches what's across the street with the Walker House. There are Nostalgia Series across the street with the Walker House. And then south of the alley, there's actually Copenhagen lights. So
What are the purple squares referring to?
those are actually different type of lights, a lighting system. That's parking lot lights that exist. Those are actually also high voltage lights.
And that's the same as the purple squares. I see some are diamonds, some are squares.
So there's different, this is a city parking lot here. And then this is the county. So there are different styles.
Okay. Thank you. No further questions, Mr. Mayor.
Any other questions? From the time this project gets started, what is the estimated time of completion?
So we've completed design, we've gotten Edison's approval, so when we get if we have all the materials in place, it'd probably be 45 days.
Is it normal for a long delay or a delay in getting the poles, ordering the poles?
So yes, it is there, especially since COVID, there has been a long delay in getting the materials, the poles and the pedestals. Right now, they're looking from 4 to 6 months for the pedestals is what the anticipated delivery dates are.
All right, thank you. I'll entertain a motion.
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none, motion carries 4-0.
Thank you.
We'll move on to oral communications. Members of the audience, speakers are limited to 3 minutes or may be determined by the chair. Sorry, Lauren, that we couldn't keep you a little longer. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Seeing none, I want to thank the folks that are in the audience. That it's kind of a short, quick meeting, but thank you for being dedicated folks to come and see your government working. Thank you. Seeing none, we'll move on to city manager's report.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Starting yesterday, the Gold Line has begun their daily testing of the Gold Line. This will continue through December 31st. What we will see from July 8th through the 12th is daily testing between 7 a.m. and 4 p.m. with the possibility of longer hours. And then July 15th through the 31st, we will see nightly testing from 6 p.m. to about 4:30 in the morning with additional extensions as necessary. The Gold Line does note that additional daytime and nighttime testing may occur, and this may also include Saturday and Sundays. So you will see a lot of activity and disruption occurring on the north-southbound sections where the light rail crosses. Secondly, the Gold Line will close the Monte Vista pedestrian undercrossing starting yesterday through the end of the week. They are removing the temporary walkway and installing the permanent concrete walkway in the underpass and the surrounding adjacent areas. With that, Mr. Mayor, I will return to you.
Thank you, sir. I hope you're having a good time.
Yes, sir.
Brad, do you have anything you'd like to add?
No, Mayor, I do not.
And we'll move on to the city attorney.
Mayor, you'll see we have a closed session on our agenda tonight. I wanted to make a statement for purposes of the Brown Act that that closed session is regarding significant exposure to litigation regarding potential liability for contamination at the BKK landfill in West Covina.
Thank you. Okay, we'll move on to council members' reports on meetings attended at the expense of the local agency. Seeing none, we'll move on to city council requests for further items, comments, and updates. Eric McConnell.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I appreciate your time. I just want to thank again the audience for coming out for what appears to be a shortened meeting. I hope you guys enjoy your summer. And then I just had two quick things to say. The first is we are in a heat advisory, and as a reminder to those residents throughout the city that if you are in need of a place to cool down, the senior center is open during business hours. You can swing on by at any time and find a nice place to cool down, get some work done, relax, and do anything else. Additionally, the LA County Public Health Department has additional resources available for you. You can go there, publichealth.lacounty.gov, EH/safety-extreme-heat.htm for more information. They have resources to find an additional cooling center and some additional tips on how to stay cool in the summer. I also want to let you know, Mr. Mayor, that I intend to take a tour of the Foothill Gold Line to Glendora to Pomona tomorrow with other officials. So we'll learn more about what's going on and how the Gold Line is progressing, and we hope to provide an update at our next meeting. And with that, I'll turn it back over to you.
Thank you. Mr. Weber.
I just hope everybody had a very good 4th of July weekend. That was a nice long weekend because of the way that holiday fell, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. I know I really had a extended long weekend with that 4 days. Like everybody's been saying, it has been hot, so stay hydrated, stay cool, and a cooling center for those who don't want to make it down to one of the designated cooling centers. This is a great time to make friends with people around you that have a pool. That is just a fantastic way to stay cool, and that's what we did this 4th of July weekends. We hung out at a neighbor's house and took a dip in the pool. So what's better than being able to swim and not have to maintain those things, you know? No, you won't find a pool at my house, that's for sure. That is for sure. But that is it. I just wanted to wish everybody or comment that I hoped everybody had a happy 4th of July weekend.
My turn? All righty. I too will be touring the Foothill Gold Line bus, what am I looking for? Way tomorrow, and I'm very looking forward to reporting back on what I learned from that tour. But with the spirit of a short meeting, I don't have anything else to say.
Thank you. I really have nothing to say except to I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. I spent some time with my granddaughter who turned 12 on July 5th, and so I spent the 4 days with her, and it was pretty doggone exciting watching her start to mature. She's having a great time. One thing I just wanted to bring up, we're a little less than a month away from the San Dimas Sheriff Booster Club annual car show. And the car show will be here at City Hall, on the City Hall complex, and on Bonita on July 28th. It's a great day. I talked to the guy upstairs, and he's told me he's going to keep it warm. So, but come, they offer a pancake breakfast. Lots of people coming in. A car show normally makes a lot of good friends for a lot of different people because they come, they park. We as a community come together and enjoy that time of fellowship and friendship. So July 28th, starting early in the morning, and then the Sheriff's Mountain Rescue, I believe it's the Mountain Rescue, is going to be offering a pancake breakfast that day. So it's a Sunday, the last Sunday of the month. With that, we're going to move on to some really exciting business, because this is going to be somebody's first turn to being Mayor Pro Tem in this city. So I'll open up that discussion.
I just want to say that it has been our rotation that we continue rotating it down this way since we reached the end of the dais, and I would just like to nominate Councilmember Nakano for Mayor Pro Tem.
Any more conversation about it? He's sitting here. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Hearing none. Congratulations, Eric. Okay. As my present to you, as my present to you, and there are councilmen who've been here before who never had an opportunity to have the opportunity to take into a meeting and be the chair, but I'm going to let Councilman Nakano run the meeting the next meeting, because I'll be out of town on vacation. So, Eric, congratulations.
Thank you.
And good luck.
With 3 members, we'll see if we can beat our time next meeting then. Adjournment.
Well, wait a minute. Could you please, as my last instruction here, make this a very long agenda next time? Thank you. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn and go into closed session.
So moved.
Hearing none, take care. Thank you guys all for coming tonight. Okay, I realize it's a short meeting. I imagine it will be a fairly short meeting next month, but or 2 weeks from now. But you never know from one day to the next what's going to happen here. So good night.